The evidence is really very strong now that when sleep gets short, unfortunately, it will lead to a waistline that can expand.
Today, millions of people struggle to lose weight. Diets fail, gym memberships go unused, and many are left wondering why the scale refuses to move. Many doctors advocate for the fact that the real issue is lack of knowledge about effective weight loss. Many people push themselves to exhaustion with exercise, but consider the hypothesis that the missing piece isn't diet or exercise at all. What if the secret weapon for weight loss is something as simple as sleep? According to the Centers of Disease Control, 1 in 3 adults doesn't get enough rest. And Dr. Matthew Walker, a professor of neuroscience and psychology at UC Berkeley and author of the international bestseller Why We Sleep, argues that poor sleep may be silently sabotaging your weight loss efforts. So how does sleep affect weight? The answer lies in your hormones. When you don't sleep enough, your body sends mixed signals to your brain. 2 key hormones, leptin and ghrelin, move in opposite directions. Leptin is the hormone that tells you when you're full. Ghrelin, on the other hand, is the hormone that makes you feel hungry. As Dr. Walker explains it, when you're not getting enough sleep, leptin goes down, which means you feel less satisfied. Ghrelin, on the other hand, goes up, which means you feel hungrier. And the simple result, you eat more.
2 appetite regulating hormones. One was called leptin, one was called ghrelin. And leptin, by the way, is a hormone that says to your brain, okay, don't eat it. We think of it almost like the satiety signal that makes you, when you've had food, it makes you feel satisfied by your food, and so you don't want to eat more. And then ghrelin, on the other hand, it does the opposite. It is the I want to eat more hormone. It increases your appetite. Sort of G for my stomach is growling and I desperately want to eat more. And what they found was that when you limit people to, let's say, just 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night for several nights, you see a dastardly change in those 2 appetite hormones. Firstly, what they found was that leptin, the don't eat, the I'm sort of satisfied with my meal satiety signal, that dropped by about 18%. If that wasn't bad enough, levels of ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, that increased by 28%. So in some ways, it's almost like physiological double jeopardy that you're getting punished twice for the same crime of not sleeping. Once by a loss of the signal that says don't eat, you're full with your food, you lose that signal. And then if that wasn't bad enough, you ramp up your ghrelin signal, which is I'm hungry. Hunger levels would increase by around about 24 to 25%, depending on the study. So that was sort of the emerging evidence on the appetite regulating hormones. And by the way, that doesn't necessarily lead to a consistent change in eating more of every type of food. The unfortunate thing is that the class of food that you start to increase your greatest desire, it's not just that you want to eat more, it's the things that you want to eat more of are the things that are more obesogenic. So these are more carbohydrate-rich foods, simple sugary foods, ice cream, sort of sweets, etc. And also they found an increase in your preference for eating salty snacks, which can put you towards a path of greater hypertension. So
research confirms this. In one study, sleep-deprived individuals experienced an 18% drop in leptin and a 28% increase in ghrelin just after 2 nights of poor sleep. 2 nights. This means that even if you're eating the same foods, your body tricks you into thinking you need more. But it doesn't stop there. It's not about just eating more. It's about what you eat. When you're tired, your brain's reward centers light up in response to junk food. MRI scans show that people who lack sleep crave foods high in sugar, fat, and salt. No wonder McDonald's always full at night, at least where I'm from. The very foods most likely to derail your diet suddenly look irresistible, and the part of your brain that normally applies the brakes, the prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and impulse control, actually goes offline. So not only do you want the candy more, but you also have less willpower to resist it. This explains why sleep-deprived people consistently eat 200 to 300 extra calories per day, and not from salads, but from cookies, chips, and sugary snacks. Over a year, That adds up to more than 70,000 calories, or about 10 to 15 pounds of weight gain, without any change in exercise. There's also an evolutionary perspective to this. Why would the body react this way? Dr. Walker suggests that, from a survival standpoint, when we weren't getting enough sleep, our bodies may have interpreted it as a signal of danger or food scarcity. The brain, trying to protect us, pushed us to eat more calories whenever they were available. Unfortunately, in today's world, that means an extra slice of pizza, not survival. Beyond hunger and cravings, sleep also impacts how your body handles the food you eat. Studies show that just 4 nights of restricted sleep can reduce insulin sensitivity by up to 30%. This means your body struggles to process glucose, leading to higher blood sugar levels and increased fat storage. Over time, this raises the risk of not only obesity, but also type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Sleep loss also raises cortisol, the stress hormone, which encourages the body to hold on to fat, particularly around the belly. So even if you're eating the right foods and exercise, poor sleep can make fat loss far more difficult. Some people believe that being awake longer should mean burning more calories. After all, if you're up for an extra 4 hours, isn't that more time your body uses more energy? Surprisingly, the opposite is true. Sleep is an active state of your metabolism. While you're asleep, your body is repairing cells, balancing hormones, and even burning fat. Staying awake longer doesn't significantly increase calorie burn, but it does make you hungrier and less able to resist temptation. So what can you do to harness sleep as a tool for weight loss? First, prioritize 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. This is the range that experts agree allows the body to fully regulate hormones and metabolism. Second, stick to a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, helps train your body's internal clock. Third, reduce exposure to screens and bright lights before bed. The blue light from phones and TVs suppresses melatonin, the hormone that signals to your brain that it's time to sleep. Instead, dim the lights and wind down with a book or a calming activity. Fourth, keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Studies show that a room around 65 degrees Fahrenheit supports deeper sleep. Blackout curtains and white noise machines can also make a big difference. And finally, avoid caffeine late in the day. Caffeine has a half-life of up to 6 hours, meaning that cup of coffee at 4 p.m. can still be keeping your brain wired at 10 p.m. Making these small adjustments doesn't just improve sleep, it directly improves weight control. With better sleep, leptin and ghrelin return to balance. Cravings naturally decrease, blood sugar stabilizes, and your metabolism begins working with you, not against you. So the simple takeaway, diet and exercise matter, but without sleep, they cannot do their job. Sleep is the foundation of health, and without it, weight loss becomes an uphill battle. As Dr. Walker emphasizes, prioritizing sleep isn't optional. It's essential if you want to maintain a healthy body and mind. So the next time you're tempted to stay up late, scrolling on your phone or watching one more episode, remember this. The real secret to losing weight might not be in the gym or in the kitchen. It may be waiting for you in bed. Thank you for watching. Click here if you want to learn more, and see you in the next one.